taking this piece of fence material and I've worked it to get a basic shape of the fender, of the contour and everything. I just need to make a couple cuts in this wire, that way it kind of folds a little bit better for this edge where I'm going to make this lip. So give me 1 second. As you can see what I'm doing, I'm cutting little pieces out the way I can get flex and bend where this wire will bend a little bit better. Didn't have to be perfect because, like I said, I'm just using this as a basic structure for the fender. And once I lay the fiberglass and all that stuff, and I start doing the body filler on top of that, that's where I'll start perfecting more of the shape. A lot of you guys out there have dualies, and you probably run into this problem a lot. You just can't afford to spend all that money on something like fenders, because chances are it's going to get fucked up again if you use it for any kind of work. Like I said before, what really makes this wire mesh really cool is you can manipulate it very easy, and if you need to add a piece, all you gotta do is just cut your little piece and bend it where you need it, and it just kind of stays in place, and you don't wrap around the other wire, and you can tap it with a hammer or something like that and get it real flat, and it just works. Like me here, I have cut too much off, but that's okay, because once I get this secure and start making this basic shape, I can go back and add to it and cut it and do what I want to. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to drill me a hole, because I'm going to use some old sheet metal screws to attach this wire to hold it tight. Okay folks, so a couple hours later, I've got this far. I've taken that that metal screen, and I've been doing a little bit of trimming to it in different places to get it where I can fold it and bend it and have a nice smooth contour. And as you can look inside, I've done some trimming. I've cut it to about right here because I came up with another idea of what I was going to do. I want to leave this back here uncovered. Ooh, that tire's hot. Uncovered with that metal, that way I could actually get a good start with the fiberglass on the inside, and then start laying the fiberglass on top of this screen. And these are just old paint sticks that I got from Lowe's, and I'm using these as kind of like a guide and a bit of structure to help me form my fence, or not my fence, but my screen here, because it's going to go here and make that transition to where the old part of the fender went about an inch above the fender right here. So this is mainly just a guide, and I'll worry about removing this later, or hell, I might even fiberglass and make it part of the fender, because like I said, I'm not a body guy. I'm just trying to fix what I have to make it look halfway decent on the outside. So I don't really care about in here what all goes on. If this works and adds this extra structural support for the fender section that I'm making, so be it. Don't care. But as you can see, it's starting to come along, and it's just a slow process of bend and cut and try and shape to try to get what I need. So I kind of have an idea where I'm going here, and I've used the screws, the sheet metal screws, to pull the this metal mesh tight up against the fender. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go ahead and start laying some fiberglass mat, cut it in real small strips, and start laying it in and make the form of the fender on the inside. And once that sets up and hardens, I'll go ahead and start laying the fiberglass on the outside here and try to start making the shape. And then it should get kind of interesting because like I said, I'm winging it, making this shit up as I go. Showing you my progress so far. As you can see, I started laying some fiberglass down to cover up the metal, which it laid fine down here, but when I get out here to the outside, it doesn't want to stay. It slides off, and so I'm kind of confused on what I need to do now, but I know there's a fix for it. What I think I'll probably do is I've got some fiber strand. It's kind of like Bondo. It's green and it's got little bitty super fine strands of fiberglass in it. What I'm thinking about doing is taking some of my fiberglass mat and shredding it into a little bit bigger pieces and mixing it with some of that fiber strand and just putting that on this mesh, and then going back and doing another coat and another coat, then go back and start sanding and forming it. So I really didn't want to use a bunch of filler, but it looks like I'm gonna have to, because I don't really know any other way to fix it. But like I said, it won't be perfect, won't be body shop quality, and if you're a body man, you're probably laughing your ass off right now. But hey, you know, it'll do in a pinch and then make it look like a Fender again, especially when I put the new inner Fender wheels in it. So it's good enough for me to be an old truck. I'm just trying to make it not look so unloved and beat up. Well folks, that's it for this video. I hope by watching me do this, you might have got inspired and thought of ways you could fix your fenders kind of on the cheap. Like I said, no professional, but I hope this helped you guys. So if you would, please like and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you guys later.